Hey y'all, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. What's goody in the city? All right, y'all, we are about to get started. If you are at home right now, watching on your cell phone or on your tablet, and you got Roku TV, baby, I need you to go on ahead and pull me up on Roku TV so you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. We have a special guest. I mean, incredible guy. Okay, incredible. So, y'all enjoy. We're about to go ahead and get started. Let's check out this intro. Here we go.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Yeah, celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PGT time. PGT time. Tune in on PGT time. PGT time. Come join us on PGT time. PGT time. Join us on PGT time. PGT time. Yeah.
Driving down a back street, windows down relaxing, trying to take the sights in. Only sight that I see, the sight of you excites me. Yeah, never seen anything like it. Sweetheart, if I'm lying, God strike me with lightning. To the wheel you driving where we ended up. Temperature is rising, yeah, it's heating up. A prisoner of time, but we ain't in no rush.
Long, long way home.
The long way home.
Take the long, long way home.
The long way home.
Take the long, long way home.
The long way home.
Take the long, long way home.
The long way home. We ain't gotta stop here. Put the car in park here. Hop up in the backseat. We can both get nasty. Girl, you fill me up. Premium, I let it. I'm so entranced with you. I know our souls connected. Every drip of your passion, you know I'm gonna get it. Anything that you ask for, you know it's automatic. No need for GPS when you know where you headed. And I can take control. That's if only you let me.
Take that long, long way home.
The long way home.
Take that long,
We can take the long way, the long way home.
Take that long, long way home.
The long way home.
Take that long.
We can take the long way home. You ain't gotta drive, you just gotta ride with me, with me, with me, with me. You ain't gotta drive, you just gotta ride for me, for me, for me. Oh, you ain't gotta drive, you just gotta ride with me, with me, with me, with me. You ain't gotta drive, you just gotta ride for me, for me, for me.
Shout out to Eric Kim, baby. Shout out to Eric Kim, baby. You ain't gotta ride. You ain't gotta drive. You ain't gotta drive. I do the driving. All you gotta do is ride with me, baby. That's all you gotta do. Ride with Peachy Tea Time, baby. Shout out to Eric Kim. This is real shit. Explicit language, and also allegedly, but ain't nothing allegedly about my special guest. Okay. I'm so excited for my special guest. I'm so excited for y'all to meet him. That's what I'm very mostly excited for y'all to meet this man. I have never had anybody on my show that's doing what he's doing out here in these streets. Flat out. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. Damon Lamar Reed, that is. Shout out to him. It's a lot of people that may have seen his work before. All the little pictures that y'all see in my background, that's him. That's what he done did. He did it himself with his hands. Yeah, it's called talent. That's what it's called. Just in case y'all ain't know, I just thought I'd let y'all know. Okay, it's called talent. A God-given talent. Okay, like y'all be sitting over here telling me, girl, you good at what you do. This is talent, what you do. Okay, I'm finna pass this on to Damon. Cause baby, I ain't seen nothing like it. I ain't seen nothing like it. And then for the concept that he came up with, for him to do the project, baby, blew me away. So I am honored to have him here with us today. I was about to say tonight. Y'all know my show come on at nighttime. But I'm so honored to have him here today. I'm glad y'all are out here supporting him just as well. But here he go. Here he is, Mr. Damon Lamar Reed. Hey, what's
Hey,
good?
what's up? What's up?
How are you today?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Doing well.
Wonderful, wonderful. I definitely want to tell you I'm honored to have you here. I thank you for accepting the invite. And I also thank you, most importantly, for what you're doing out here because I am a Black woman. So I thank you so, so, so much. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Now, you're with me for 2 hours. 2 hours. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have some fun. We're going to laugh, kiki, Audie. We're gonna have a good time, okay? But first, before we get started, please let everybody know. I know I didn't say your name enough, but you let everybody know who you are and what are you doing here on PGT Time.
Yeah, my name is Damon Lamar Reed. I'm an artist and entrepreneur. Uh, I've been doing art full time for 23 years now. And most recently, I have a project called the Still Searching Project. We just created a not for profit for it. And I use art to raise awareness about the plight of missing Black women.
I've been moving calm, no start no trouble with me. Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me. Don't pull up at 6 a.m. to cuddle me. You know how I like it when you loving me. I don't wanna die for them to miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me. Hope I got some brothers that outlive me. They gon' tell the story, it was different with me. God's plan, God's plan. I hold back, sometimes I won't. I feel good, sometimes I don't. I finesse down West End Road. I go down to G.O.D. I go hard on Southside G. I make sure that Northside E. And still, bad things. It's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish on me. Hey, hey, hey. She said, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and more. I'm sorry. $50, even got a teddy on me. 81, that bring the crashes to the party. And you know me, turn the auto into the 03, dog. Without 40 alley, there be no me. Imagine if I never met the broski. I can't do this on my own. Someone watching this shit close. I've been missing Scarlet Road. I go down at G.O.D. I go hard on Southside G. I make sure that Northside E. And still, bad things. It's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish on me. Uh, Bad things. It's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish on me.
The devil is a lie. He tried to take us down. The devil just tried to take us down right now. He ain't want Damon to shine. He ain't want to shine. He ain't want me to shine either. But the devil is a lie. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I had to restart my computer. Thank God for the music videos. Thank God for the music videos. So I was able to play that. So go ahead,
Mhm.
continue on with what you were saying, which was letting us know exactly, what you do.
Yeah, so I've been a full time artist for 23 years. Most recently, me and my wife created the Still Searching Project. Um, and I use art to raise awareness about the plight of missing Black women. We help bring hope to the families and help create something beautiful.
Okay. Now, this ain't no little small picture that you just hurry up and drew up. This ain't nothing that you Photoshop and, you know, put it on the computer and do. You don't do that type of shit. Am
Yeah,
I correct?
yeah. No, we do acrylic paintings. We using the brush. Um, yeah, we creating masterpieces, museum quality art in the streets
Yes.
and in the studio. Yeah.
Now, when did you decide that you were going to actually do something like this?
It first started right before, a little before the pandemic. My mom had posted an old news article, and it was my aunt Valerie and my two cousins. They were murdered in either 82 or 83. But when I was looking at that, and the murder is still unsolved. So I was just looking around, doing research on that, and that kind
Hmm.
of led me to, looking up other crimes. And then I kind of saw that, maybe a serial killer in Chicago. I saw that these women were missing. And then we just kind of thought about, okay, what can, you know, what artistically can be done
Exactly.
to help this situation. So
Exactly.
yeah. So once and I was like super busy at the time, but when the pandemic hit, I was talking to my wife, and we were like, okay, what can I do? And so I decided to do my first portrait, which is of Kiera Coles, the missing postal worker.
And I'm not gonna say it's funny, but ironic. I'll say that it's ironic that you said Kiera Cole. I covered her story.
Okay.
I covered her story, did a show. Her mother was on here just as well. Her
Okay.
mother came on. Um, so emotional show. And I remember at the end of one of the news broadcasts that I showed, because that's what I do, Damon. I show my news broadcast during the show, and I give my own commentary on it, my
Okay.
personal opinion. Everything be allegedly, everything.
Yeah.
But I did a story with her mom, and I mean, it was great as far as the way I set it up and everything. But the story alone was just very, very emotional.
Yeah.
And at the end of one of the news broadcasts, I noticed that once I was doing the research for you today, um, one of those pictures was on there. And that's the one that you did with the glasses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. It was on there. And I remembered that. And I did
Mhm.
that video, it was a while ago. But when
Okay.
I saw it, when I was doing the research for you, I was like, oh my gosh, she did this. I mean, I was so surprised, so surprised. What type of feelings do these mothers get when you present them with the picture,
Mhm.
the portrait? That's what we're gonna call it, the portrait. Or
Yeah.
is it a mural? Is it a mural?
Well, I do. It is a portrait. Some of them are murals, and some of them are on canvases or panels. So it varies. We do like these kind of large community murals,
Uh
like
huh.
we did with Kiera. But I also have like a painting on canvas that I did for her also. Um, and yeah, the families that they're yeah, some of them get emotional, but they're really appreciative, and a lot of them are just glad that somebody's highlighting their person, because as there's not a lot of media you know
Mm-mm.
with it.
Yeah. And I am one of those people that cover black media, and it was crazy because at first, depending on the person, I would say I cover crime in our black community.
Okay.
Now, I don't care who it is. This is what I cover. Either you're gonna watch it or you're not gonna watch it. That's
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
you know. So I want to show some of the portraits that you've done, and I would like for you to explain some of them to us.
Okay.
And first, when I pull up the first one, oh, let me take this banner down. When I pull up the first one, um, one thing that I noticed that I want you to answer is that these pictures of these people are so bright colored. Like all
Yeah.
the colors are bright. I mean, that's something that we supposed to notice.
Yeah, I mean, I want to do something, and these are like before they're complete. But yeah, I wanted to create something that was first, it's beautiful art, you know before
Mhm.
you even know who it is or see what it is. I want you to see the beauty in the art, so then that will draw you in farther. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I use the bright colors.
Now, do you remember each portrait you've done as far as who the people are?
um yeah, I mean, sometimes if I'm like off the top, it may take me a minute, but yeah, for the most part, um I do.
Do you remember these two young ladies?
Yeah, and one of them is Liliana Boyd. This to the right. To the left is it is Mercedes Crumpton.
Wow. So
So
you researched these people.
yeah, I kind of researched, and let me check, because yeah, Liliana Boyd is actually no longer missing. Um
Oh. So
yeah.
they could possibly be done found these folks.
Yeah, she was located. I don't know like the details on it, but
Hmm. Yeah.
um but I definitely did get information that she was located.
Okay. Well, let's get into this news broadcast and then we're going to show y'all some more pictures. I got a lot of pictures, y'all. So we're going to show some more pictures, okay? Let's get started. We have to play my fair usage first. Y'all already know how we do. We got to play fair usage. And then we'll get into some of the news broadcasts that Damon was actually in, y'all. Yeah, he was in there. He was in there. He was up in there. Here we go.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
In a South Shore studio, artist Damon Lamar Reed works on yet another portrait. 15-year-old Yasmin Akri, missing since 2008. Reed created the Still Searching Project, painting portraits of missing women in our area. The unsolved murder of his aunt years ago led him to become aware of cases of missing women.
I just want to help, spread that awareness, get the word out.
As he tries to draw attention to the local cases, a congressional hearing today addressed the issue nationwide.
It is horrible that these cases do not receive more attention. The media reporting of these women pales in comparison of white women.
Congresswoman Robin Kelly called for a hearing in the Committee on Oversight and Reform's Subcommittee on Civil Rights and Civil Liberties. The Congresswoman citing 40% of missing women and girls are people of color across the U.S. Among those to testify, the father of Akia Eggleston from Baltimore, who says when his pregnant daughter went missing in 2017, neither police nor media got involved, even when she missed her own baby shower.
The epidemic of missing persons of color is not a new topic, but one that has been dismissed because society does not care about us.
In the Chicago area, there are families still searching, like the families of Kiera Coles and Sheena Gibbs.
The more eyes that get on it, the more people that talk about it, that can, eventually start to create that change.
Reed knows those names and faces and hopes that something will come of today's hearing so there won't be more faces to make into portraits. His Still Searching series is on display at the Chicago Cultural Center through April. In the South Shore neighborhood, Leah Hope, ABC 7.
All right. How do you feel? You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's break this down first. We like your folks. We your peoples. We like from the same neighborhood that, you grew up with your peoples and everything. How do you feel getting this recognition from these, I'm sorry, I got to say it, from these white folks? Seriously though, even though I know you're helping us Black women, but how does it feel, Damon?
No, I mean, it definitely is, I would say I'm real appreciative of it. One reason for doing the Still Searching project is to help get more eyes on these women and children that are missing. So the more that people do stories on me and report on me, that's the more that, these women are being talked about. And it's, before I did some of these portraits, their cases hadn't been talked about in the media for years. And, I was able to, help bring more awareness. So I'm real grateful.
I know that's right. Shine on yourself. You know what I'm saying? And brag a little bit. It's good. It is good over here at Peach Tea Time. Because when I tell you, I have not seen nobody like you. I haven't. And as many people that we got in this world, we should have so many more people that's like you. I know you ain't the only person here in America, in the United States, that can draw. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's more people out there that can draw. I know somebody that can draw. My husband can draw. His mother can draw. I have a cousin that can draw. You know what I'm saying? An uncle that can draw just as well. But for you to just decide, this is what I want to do. So it's not just Black women. It's Black children too, or it could be white or mixed, or
Black children. I would say cases that are underrepresented. We did do a portrait of a Mexican woman, Brenda Gonzalez Jackson. So I would just kind of categorize it as underrepresented in the media.
Okay.
And it's enough of those to, I can be doing portraits still for a couple of years, just trying to finish those.
Exactly. And I did put on the stream Black women. You know what I'm saying? I did. And that was what I loved about. I love about it.
Yeah.
Say that again.
No, and that's and Black women are definitely the focus, but I'm not, like I said, we did a Mexican woman. Some people have hit me up about doing like the indigenous women, because a lot of them are missing. So I'm definitely open to it. But yeah, you like it was one guy, he was, I guess you can call him like a hater, but he was kind of
plenty of them out there.
Yeah. Oh, you're only paint. Why don't you paint, white women? I'm like, in every business, you start with, a focus. It's kind of like creating your customer, or creating your niche market. You have to start. So not that, I don't want any women or children to be missing, but when I start with my focus is Black women.
Your peoples.
Yeah.
Your peoples. And I understand that, Damon, because I've had people to ask me why I don't cover white people, why
Yeah.
I don't bring white people to the show, which I've had, like you said, you've had a Mexican. I've had a
Mhm.
white person on the show. But
Yeah.
as far as the show as a whole, it's BET all day long.
Yeah.
That's it. Ain't nobody going to BET talking about why you ain't got no white folks on there because y'all already know was understood. Don't need to be explained all day
Yeah.
long. So we know what BET is about black entertainment television. PGT time, Damon Lamar Reed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if it touches our hearts, and that's what I tell people, Damon, if it touches my heart, I don't care what color you are.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna show you. We're gonna discuss it. We're gonna talk about it. But
Yeah.
my main focus is my black community. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
So now, hold on, we got a comment. We got a comment. Y'all been showing the comments up there. Duncan, hey Duncan girl. Duncan said, if you've ever seen how the families are treated in the cases of missing white people, I've always said they wouldn't come bring that protest and stuff to my neighborhood, which is mostly black. Exactly. Exactly. You know, a lot of them people. I'm just gonna be honest with you, Damon. A lot of those people that Damon has painted, I ain't never seen, heard anything of these people a day in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
A day in my life. Kiara Coles was the only one. For as far as when I did my research, it was a lot of them. It was a
Yeah.
lot of people. But she was really the only one that I really knew, and that was because I covered the story. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. And she definitely got the most press, and that could have been because like she worked at the post office also.
I said that too.
Yeah.
hmm Now, where are you from? Where you at?
I mean, I'm originally from Phoenix, Arizona, but I'm in Chicago, in South Shore neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you was in Chicago when you came up with this idea to start painting these missing black women?
Yeah, yeah. I've been in Chicago since 1996, so
Okay.
I've been out here.
Okay.
Yeah, but I started Still Searching project, and went right when the pandemic started. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, was you painting people before the pandemic? You had to be.
Yeah, I was doing like I said, I've been doing murals and paintings. I've been a full-time artist since the year 2000. So, that's my whole career. I have over 300 murals in Chicago.
Wow.
So, yeah, so I have a lot of work around, but as far as just focusing on missing women, yeah, that started a couple years ago.
Okay. Now, I done told they mind a few things. Okay. Yeah. I told they mind. I said this gonna be a different type of interview. Okay, it probably ain't gonna be like the other ones. Okay, we got 2 hours. I don't edit nothing at all whatsoever. So what y'all see is what y'all gonna get. Okay, what you see is what you gonna get. You know, but Damon, if you only knew how I feel right now, because what you're doing is so for the culture,
Yeah, yeah,
so for the culture. And to have you here on my platform means everything to me. It really, really does. It means everything.
nice.
So we're gonna get into another clip. We still on Day Mind. We still on Day
Yeah,
Mind. And
yeah,
we're gonna be on Day Mind throughout the whole show. I told Day Mind, I said it's 2 hours. It's gonna go very quickly, y'all. I'm looking at the clock now, like I don't even know if we're gonna be able to play all the clips because I got so many questions for him. You
yeah,
know, I don't write nothing down. I told him that just as well. I don't write nothing down. Everything is straight off the dome, straight off the vibe. You know, and I'm feeling a good vibe right now, y'all. I'm feeling a good vibe. They might keep putting them glasses on though. It's all good though, baby. It's all good. But we are going to continue on. Let me play this next clip. After this clip, y'all, we're gonna play one more and then we're gonna go into a music video. One of our joints, baby. All right, here we go.
It's art with a purpose. Damon Lamar Reed has spent the past year creating vibrant murals of Black women and girls who've been missing from the Chicago area, some for decades. One of them is 20-year-old Jerica Laws, missing now for 6 years. Her loved ones are still searching and hoping. CBS 2's Sade Gray joins us live now from the Chicago Cultural Center. Sade, when will people be able to see this exhibit?
Well, Dana, right now, and these women and girls are on display right here at the Chicago Cultural Center for 2 months. In the bright hues and distinct lines, the artist's efforts to honor these women and girls with basically showing the family photos. Now, this girl right here, Jerica Laws, she's 20 years old and she vanished without a trace.
It just hurts so bad. It really does.
Chantanelle Howard struggles to find the words after getting a glimpse of her daughter's mural.
I just got overwhelmed looking at her picture back there and how talented Damon is to capture her.
Artist Damon Lamar Reed has painted 16 missing Black women and girls, which is on display for 2 months at the Chicago Cultural Center.
It's called the Learning Lab. So I'm, in a sense, kind of giving people information, informing them about the Still Searching Project.
Detectives with the Cook County Sheriff's Office were at the display, passing out flyers of numerous women who were still missing.
I just want to help raise awareness, in some of these cases that, people haven't talked about in years.
Like Howard's daughter, Jerica Laws, who went missing on August 16th, 2015.
It's just heartbreaking. Jerica has been missing now for over 6 years.
She says Jerica, who was 20 years old at the time, went out for a walk, which she did daily, but this time she didn't return home and hasn't since.
The more time that goes by, the more I feel like I'm not going to find her, and I really don't know where to begin to start over, to look for her.
Howard says these past years have been an emotional roller coaster.
Sometimes you're up and sometimes you're really down, and, my heart aches all the time.
Detectives with the Sheriff's Office and the Park Forest Police Department spoke to her in February, letting her know the FBI is now involved. Howard says that she hasn't gotten any updates on her case, but she is hopeful her daughter is still out there. Reporting live in the...
All right. Damon, it's so much I got to say. I can't even get it out. It's so much I want to say. Okay. Now, first of all, I'm one of them people, me personally, and my mom is like this too. We love to see people smile. Yeah. We love to put a smile on people's face. No matter what situation you are in, I like to put a smile on your face.
Yeah.
Damon, what you are doing in these women's darkest hours, their darkest days, you are putting a smile on their face. That's number one.
Yeah.
When they see this mural, you're putting a smile on their face. They may cry, but inside they feel extra loved. Okay. Now, the second thing about this, and I want you to comment on both. The second thing is, being that you are making this mural, you're just making a mural, you're delivering it. Let's just say you're making a mural, you're delivering it to the family. But guess what? This family got so many people watching them. Social media, the family, everybody that's watching them because their loved one is missing. They could put that picture on social media. It goes triple wow. But I'm not saying that it's going triple wow because Damon finna get paid. Damon finna get some money. I'm not saying that at all. Damon, I'm trying to hold back my tears right now because I'm feeling something right now. It's not that at all. Is that so many people is watching that these bastards ain't got no choice but to start looking, getting out there in these streets, these police officers. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Because it's pressure being applied. And when pressure is being applied, that's when people start doing things. Yeah. Damn, I don't know where that just came from. Damn, that sounded good. I don't know where that. Look, shout out to God. Shout out to God. Damon, that's one of my things that I say is shout out to God a lot. But you see how I just wrapped out all up? And did you just see that?
Yeah. No, I mean.
Go ahead.
That's definitely like a couple weeks ago we had an event called A Night of Compassion. And we had, about 5 families. We also had Cook County Sheriff's Department and some retired City of Chicago detectives. But the good thing about it is that, for a lot of these families, if police aren't returning their calls or they're not talking to them, they're definitely not normally seeing them, on a regular basis. So we kind of, help open that line of communication up. Some of the families were able to ask the Cook County Sheriff's questions. And then you had, maybe families who've been dealing with the missing person longer, that they were kind of, giving knowledge to, some of the other mothers or something like that, saying, hey, well, make sure, you put your DNA, you give a sample of your DNA here, or, make sure you call and you talk to the supervisor, or, just giving them information. So it definitely opens up that line. And yeah, if the sheriff's department if they're there in the flesh, then yeah, I believe it does. When they leave, they are thinking, okay, we really have to do something, for these families. It was a guy from the Cook County Sheriff's Department. He was crying while one of the mothers was talking the other day. So yeah.
Wow. Well, y'all, like I told Damon, we're gonna mix in our little videos. So we got one more video of Damon, but we're gonna save that. Damon, when I saw the very first clip of you, I can't remember, and I couldn't find it. I was so upset. But I saw that you had your murals inside of a building. Was it City Hall or something?
Yeah, City Hall, they had a thing called it's a international campaign called 16 Days of Activism against, I want to say, against violence against women. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, so the mayor's office asked me to create a still searching display to show at City Hall.
And they called you? They contacted you?
Yeah.
Or did you apply for this?
No. He called me and said, hey, it was like short notice. They like, hey, the mayor's office wants you to, display the still searching project,
Hold on, stop right there. Stop right there. He said they called him. Shout out to they called him. One more again. That is totally awesome. Yeah. Awesome. So they called you, and what happened after that?
Yeah, I went down there with my contact from the city. We kind of discussed what we were gonna do, and I just had to bring the artwork, and they set it up. They took it down. They created, the labels and everything. So yeah, it was definitely a good thing.
I know it was. Oh shoot! Black man doing this thing. So let's go ahead. We're gonna get into a clip video. Damon, we have one more clip with you, but we're gonna save that to later on in the show. And this is missing in Memphis. Okay. Now all the clips is not about missing people. We have a lot of other clips just as well, but I had to make sure that I showed this, being that Damon is on here today. So here we go.
Days away from Christmas. And for some families, this is a sad reminder their loved one might not be with them this holiday. Today, Memphis police spoke about the problem to council committee about missing persons and runaway cases that are happening in Memphis. And this comes after a WREG report. Our Shay author has more on what they discussed and brings us the latest stats from this year.
Face after face, picture after picture. It seems like every day we see images of people missing in Memphis. In a presentation today, Memphis police told council members more than 600,000 people are reported missing in the U.S. every year. This year, 938 people were reported missing. 885 people returned, 53 people still missing.
These are active cases that we are still pursuing in one capacity or another.
Their information goes into a national database. When it comes to runaways, more than 1,600 young people were reported, more than 1,500 returned, and 69 are still missing before the holidays. As far as these number of reports go compared to other years,
It's really consistent throughout the years. I mean, the numbers may fluctuate, plus or minus 5%, but the data is pretty much consistent throughout the years. I have like 5 years worth of data that we looked at as it relates to that.
this year, the case of missing teacher and mother Eliza Fletcher was broadcasted across the country. In that case, police were able to quickly pinpoint through cameras they believed she was in danger and the vehicle associated with her disappearance. They also had a good description of the avid runner, knew her habits and where she frequented. And while officers didn't address this case in particular, they told council members having crucial information when reporting a missing persons case helps detectives, like having at least 3 recent photos of the person, a list of scars, tattoos, or any identifying characteristics, and any medical conditions.
Also places that the individuals may frequent based on the age, where they like to hang out, people they like to hang out with, description of any cars that they may drive, especially as it relates to elderly people.
Shay Arthur, WREG, News Channel 3.
And the department also talked about the importance of having different state and local alerts as well as national databases to track.
All right. Now, Damon, what made you decide missing people instead of people that was deceased?
And that was, kind of a question for me at first. And I thought maybe going into cold cases down the line, but to me, I would say it's something about, where the families are kind of, in that limbo. Now, yes, if somebody's murdered and the crime is not solved, that's also something to deal with. But to just not know, that's kind of like a whole other, situation. So if I can, like throw that pebble in the ocean and, help make those waves, for even one person to get found, or for a family to get information and find out something, then yeah, that's why I decided to do that.
Okay. Now, you said you've been doing this for 23 years?
I've been a full-time artist for 23 years. I've been doing, yeah.
Okay, so if you don't mind me asking, if you don't want to answer, you don't have to. How old are you?
Yeah, 45. Just came out the other day.
The other day?
Yep, Monday.
Shout out to happy birthday. Shout out to happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I did not know that. I would have brought some balloons. We would have had a birthday party. We would have had a birthday party for you. Wow. Okay, so we are about to right now, y'all. We are about to go into another music video. That's what we're gonna do. And after this music video and our commercial, Damon, if you need to use the bathroom, anything, we family over here. We just say it. Anything you need to do, you got time to go do it. After this, we're gonna get into some more clips that Damon is going to co-host with me on today, and we're gonna get into some more questions just as well. So here we go, y'all. This Eric Penn, Sinking Sand. This is the second Eric Penn tonight. Here we go.
The saying goes, if it stays, let it stay for a little while. But if it goes, let it go, even if you long for it. But if it leaves, and it leaves an open wound that consumes you, and a smile that you put on, that's a mile long, won't even mask it up. Sinking sand, I fell in sinking sand, sinking in, never to see again. When the blind leads the blind, the best view is from behind. Hindsight 2020, would you still power forward with a look like Dirk, singing shit from the outside? Would you round third, head to my crib in the nighttime? If the head right, probability is high. I'll be there every night. Well, at least a couple times. You can't say that we didn't try. You can't say that we didn't try. The saying goes, if it stays, let it stay for a little while. But if it goes, let it go, even if you long for it. What if it leaves and it leaves an open wound that consumes you, and a smile that you put on that's a mile long won't even mask it up. Sinking sand, I fell in sinking sand, sinking in, never to see again. When the blind leads the blind, the best view is from behind. Hindsight 2020, would you still power forward with a look like Dirk, seeing shit from the outside? Would you round third, head to my crib in the nighttime? If the head right, probability is high. I'll be there every night. Well, at least a couple times. You can't say that we didn't try. You can't say that we didn't try. Yeah.
Don't forget to tune in each and every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, and 6 p.m. Pacific for Peachy Tea Time, Peachy News Edition. On Peachy News, they have families that come on live to tell their loved one's story on how they were murdered through gun violence, domestic violence, the prison system, and even by the police. Tune in each and every Wednesday night.
Come join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time.
All right, y'all. Are y'all enjoying Damon? Damon Lamar. Damon Lamar. Damon Lamar. If y'all enjoy him, I am so enjoying him. He's so knowledgeable. And that's the best thing about it. He's very knowledgeable. Let's just bring him back up. Okay, let's just bring him back up. All right, Damon is back in the building. Yes. Now there is something. I love Capri Suns too. There is something that I want to read. Okay, I gotta let everybody know. So I've been communicating with Damon's wife, now his girlfriend, now this sugar thing. Well, it could be a sugar thing too, but his wife. Yes, his wife. Put that ring back up again. Put it back up there. His wife. Okay, that's who I have been talking to. And then all of a sudden today, I see Damon. Shout out to Damon. And shout out to his wife. Hey, Nicole. Now, Damon, I want to tell you. I told your wife, I said, she asked me, well, what do we need? I said, if you could just send me a picture of him and his email address. I said, that's all I need. A picture of him, his email address, and I'll do the additional research. She said, okay, I'll send that right to you. She sent me the picture. That's the picture y'all see down there in the corner. She also sent me the email address. And then she said, great. And then I received a message. This is why I love wives. I'm telling you. I would have did something. Like, let me let you know what's going on first. Let me just tell you this. This is how Nicole was thinking. I'm telling y'all. Nicole was like, you can do your research all you want to, but this is what I want you to say. This is what I want you to know. Okay. So I'm gonna read what Nicole sent me about her husband, baby. And when I tell you, right at the end, like she sent it all in one message. But then she sent another message behind that. And I'm going to tell y'all when we get to that. Baby, I fell out. So here we go. She said, after graduating from the School of the Art Institute of Chicago, Damon began his career as an artist and entrepreneur. To date, he has created over 300 public art projects, including works for Showtime, The Shy, Gatorade, the Blackhawks, Ticketmaster, Sears, and more. Let me stop right there. We started this show at 3 o'clock. It is now 3:51. Damon ain't said shit about none of this stuff. Showtime, The Shy, Gatorade. We've been drinking Gatorade for years. Years. But let's go. That's what you call humble. That's what you call humble. But let me finish. His work is highlighted in Kim Pender's painting, The Gospel, Revolt TV News, named Damon Revolutionary of the Week, citing the impact of his Still Searching project, where he uses art to raise awareness about missing women. The BBC also did a feature on the impact of Damon's art, not to mention stories on News Nation, ABC, CBS, WGN, and NBC. Did y'all hear Damon say any of that shit? Hell no. But let me finish. She ain't say that part. I said that. Hold on. Let the missus continue. He is filming a documentary with the same name, backed by Hulu. Hulu. You can accept that, act like y'all don't know who Hulu is or not. If you got a cell phone, you know Hulu. But let me continue. She didn't say that part. I said that too. Okay. Cartman Quinn. And Still I Rise Films. Still I Rise Films seem like I don't know who they is, but they black. Okay. Still I Rise. They better be black. Still I Rise Films. And he recently did a TEDx talk, which was one of the year's highlights. Now, this is when that message ended. Then she must have thought about it, and she said, "Oh, hold on, I forgot to tell her this. I'm gonna say her. I forgot to tell her this." She wrote back and said, "Forgot to add Revolt TV and TED Talk, baby. If you don't know who Revolt TV is, goodbye, and goodbye." If that's the next BET, baby, TV first come BET, then TV One, and then damn Revolt. Okay. For black people to watch. Oh my gosh, we got to applaud that. We got to applaud that. I got to ask. The other networks, shout out NBC, CBS, all them. Baby, tell us about Revolt. That's us. That's one of us. Tell us about Revolt. How did that happen?
No, I mean, that was a really great opportunity. They actually, I just got a Instagram, DM Revolt slid in my DMs. They
did they slide in your DM?
Yeah, they sent me a message and they said, "Hey, we heard about your project, and we want to feature you as the Revolutionary of the Week."
Okay, so how did you know that they wasn't a scammer, a catfish, or trolls, as what they call them now? How did you know that they was real?
Well, then I got an email with an official, revolttv.com or something like that. So, yeah.
You knew it was the real deal.
Yeah.
How did you feel?
Yeah.
Like now walk us through it, Damon. Like I said, we all family. We all from the same hood. We're going to say that. We all from the same hood. We all grew up together. Everybody that's watching, we all grew up together right now. We're going to go back in time. We all grew up together. Damon, when you lift that phone up, you swiped it up, you went to email, and you saw, what? How did you feel? What was going through your damn head?
It's a great feeling. It's kind of like, when you're doing, something that's, like valuable, something that, God told you to do. And then, you get recognized by something like that. So it just kind of, to me, like takes me up to another level, when I get, messages like that.
Awesome. Now, I'm sure everybody, look, that's my mama. Carolyn Murray. That's my mama and my daddy on the picture. Black Man Magic. We call her Mama Peach. We call her Mama Peach.
Yeah.
We gotta figure out how to change her name on YouTube and Facebook to Mama Peach. But now, when I got to ask the question because I'm sure everybody's wondering this right now. Everybody, shout out to Tiffany. Let's get into these comments. Shout out to Tiffany. I've been ignoring y'all. I'm so sorry. We got to give our shout outs, Damon. We got to.
Okay.
Shout out to Nora. Congratulations on your success. Shout out to Mama Peach. Yes, we are enjoying Damon and the show. Okay, we ain't gonna even put in PGT time. Just end the damn show. Sorry, Mama. I mean, because in your sentence. I mean the cuss in your sentence. We got Duncan in here. We got Q Shakur in here. Hey, Quenisha, boo, I love you. Quenisha said, I'm just tuning in, but I must say, I love this idea. Having a loved one missing with no closure has to be so hard on them.
Yeah.
Can you not relate, but let us know how these parents be feeling? Because I know you just don't drop the mirror off and leave.
No. I mean, I have, like I text back and forth with some of the mothers, on a regular basis. Yeah, it's real like frustrating for them. It's hard. I know when we did we had our event a couple weeks ago. One of the mothers, she actually, like, I first sent her a text, hey, we're having this event. She didn't respond. Like a week later, I sent her a follow-up message. She's like, okay, I got it. I'm going to try to make it. So on that night, it was like 6 to 9. So it's like 7:30, 7:45. And she was like, hey, I'm sorry, but I'm on my way. So, she got there and she kind of expressed it, during the holidays, she don't even want to get out of bed. So it wasn't, hey, it wasn't anything about me texting her, but me actually sending those follow-up texts kind of gave her the initiative to, actually get up and come to the event. And she was just saying how glad she was that she came because, we were
just so hard for her.
Yeah, we were just there to show love and, everything like that. So,
so, and that's one of the things, Damon, that I want to express to people. You so humble. Not that part, but I'm just saying that right now. You are so humble. You really are. But I want people to, first, let's say, ask this. Let me ask this question. Do you charge every person that you do this mural for?
No, I don't. It's no cost to the families at all. Now, I do get, like last year, I got a $45,000 NAP grant from Chicago.
Now he only telling y'all this because we on PGT time and he know we some real 100 people and we just like him. We ain't no different than him. So that's the only reason why he telling us that he ain't been going them other folks. Don't call him. Hold on. Damon, hold on. I gotta talk right quick. Don't call Damon asking him all these doggone questions like this, okay? These other platforms. He only giving this information to us. Just us. Just his people, okay? Because he wants y'all to win just like PGT Time, the missus, Miss Peachy, Tanil. I want y'all to win too, just like I want to win and he want us to win. So he ain't going to give all this information to everybody. Not to everybody. Okay, I just want to make that clear. I'm sorry, Damon. I'm sorry to interfere in your interview. I apologize. But
no, that's good.
But yeah, finish. So you don't charge for these murals, the family?
No, I don't charge anything. Like I said, I had a $45,000 grant to do certain murals in my neighborhood. We also did a self-defense workshop and some other things. And any of the other murals I did, either, it was free of charge, or I got a couple of donations from people who wanted to support. But we don't never charging the families anything.
Okay, now let's go back. And if you don't want to talk about it, you ain't got to. You do not have to. But let's go back. You said you got a $45,000 grant.
Yeah.
Did they contact you and say, hey, you doing such a good job, we want to give you this grant? Or this is something that you apply for that other people can apply for just as well?
Yeah, it's actually
other black folks that is. Go ahead.
Yeah, the city of Chicago, and they're actually doing a lot for artists in general. So they have a thing. It's called the Neighborhood Access Project, I think, something like that. But it's the NAP grant. So, and what it is it's a grant for you to do something creative but it has to be either in your neighborhood or in a close vicinity. So mine was for South Shore, Woodline, or Chatham areas. So like I said, I created artwork or did events for the Still Searching Project in those areas for that particular grant.
Okay, so and if I'm getting in your business, let me know. I told you I don't write nothing down. Whatever come to my head, this is what me and PGT Time viewers is thinking. We trying to figure it out. So is this a grant that they actually gave you the money and you actually did what you were supposed to do with it, as far as a check, cash, or they literally monitored this shit to make sure that you didn't mess over it?
They don't monitor it that much. They give it. I had like a fiscal agent who kind of like administered the money to me, but it's pretty much you have to show receipts. You tell them like, hey, I'm gonna do these type of events, or I'm gonna do this. I also used it to like pay performers for the events. Pay for like the caterers we had at events, for event spaces, materials, supplies. So yeah, and you kind of write out a budget at the beginning, and then
Okay.
at the end we're gonna not we, but I'm gonna have to write a final report at the end of this month to kind of just explain and show what I did with it. But yeah, so
it was all worth it though.
Yeah. I mean, it pays me, it pays project manager, I paid my assistants. So yeah.
Now, do you have another job, or this is just you? This is what you do.
Yeah, this art. That's all I do.
Wow, yeah. I'm telling you, don't play with PGT Time. You don't know who gonna roll up in here. You just don't know.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get into
the job. Yeah.
Say that again.
Since I graduated college, I haven't had a job other than art.
What? How old was you when you graduated from college?
21. Yeah. Or 22. 22. Yeah.
I've been clocking in since I was 15 years old. Maybe 16. Maybe 16. I've been clocking in since I was 16 years old. I am 43 right now.
Yeah.
And I'm still clocking in. But I feel like PGT Time is about to flourish.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm going to be making my money off of. And I will be able to leave away from clocking in every morning, Damon, at 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning. So,
yeah, and I feel like it's even harder because like once you kind of get in the routine of working and you kind of have that, what it feels like security, it's kind of hard to say, okay, I'm gonna like jump and do this. But since I started right after I graduated, it's kind of like it was almost like a walk, from that point. So I never had the idea of, okay, what is it like to have this 9 to 5 and do my stuff on the side, because I just had to continue to just go hard, with art.
Wow. This is amazing, y'all. Look, Tiffany said, where'd Tiffany go? Tiffany said, love you, sis. This is so amazing. Yes, it is. This is amazing. This is totally amazing. That's my sister / friend, my friend / sister.
Yeah.
Love her dearly. She lost 2 kids, Damon, to gun violence. And I think this is how I began to get the families to come on to PGT Time when I covered her story.
Okay.
I didn't want to cover it.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to covering stuff that's people that I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for people that I know, I'm like, no, I told her, I said, no, I don't want to cover it. I don't want to cover it. And she just kept encouraging me to cover it. Just kept encouraging. And from that show on, people have been coming on to Peachy Tea Time telling their loved one's story.
Yeah.
And she lost her son. And then 9 years later, if I'm not mistaken, she lost her daughter.
Wow.
Her son was in her mother's home, listening to Michael Jackson music and getting ready to go to sleep. And he was in the recliner chair. And someone shot up the house and he was murdered. And then I believe 10 years later, her daughter went to a block party. Her daughter was 26 years old. Her son was 12, I do believe. But her daughter was 26 years old, went to a block party. They supposed to been shooting a music video there, if I'm not mistaken. And a drive-by happened. And her and another young man was murdered. And they still haven't found their killers to this day. So, I had to make sure I tell you that. I don't know why, but I had to tell you that. So, but we finna go into another video, okay? Another couple videos, actually. This is with homeless people. This next one. Missing people could end up being homeless people. Eventually, they just, am I right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so watch this, y'all.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Plans are underway to close a Minneapolis homeless encampment after a man was shot inside. Thursday's shooting happened near 5th Avenue South and 6th Street South in the Cedar Riverside neighborhood.
When officers arrived, they found an unconscious man who'd been shot. He died at the hospital. Our Sammy Selena joins us now with more.
The death highlights the ongoing debate on what to do with encampments. Community leaders say this site should have been shut down a while ago.
What's the best way to help?
If you need water, come get water.
People living in an encampment. Eastgate Ministries is here. They heard about the shooting the day before where a man died.
Let these people know that we care about them, we love them.
MnDOT was there too, doing routine trash pickup. The department says they will close this site. Outreach teams tell us this is one of the largest encampments in Minneapolis. It has been a topic of discussion before. In a statement, Minneapolis City Council member Jamal Osman, who represents this neighborhood, said he's been begging Governor Tim Walz to step in and for MnDOT to take action. Quote, "My staff and I have been begging for action at this encampment for months." Osman said MnDOT dragged its feet when it came to hearing community members' concerns. The department said they've been working with organizations to get help to the people living here and that the, quote, "highway right-of-way is not a safe place for human beings to live." Avivo's homeless outreach team say that with few housing options, it's a place for people to call home.
It's good for community for the folks staying there, and it's a good centralized place for service providers to come and offer resources as well.
Hennepin County's outreach team says that people living in encampments can be very vulnerable to gun violence.
In no way are they necessarily directly related to encampments. And unfortunately, the folks that are occupying or living in these spaces are oftentimes susceptible to this violence and oftentimes become victims of these crimes and ancillary activities.
MnDOT didn't say when they'll shut this down.
How can we help you, bro?
But people here will need to seek shelter or another place to live.
You're worth it, brother.
Sammy Selena.
Give me a hug. Abrázame. God bless you. All right. God bless you.
Carol Levin.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
That's so sad. It's so, and you saw the snow, so it's cold as hell out there. You from Chicago. That wasn't from Chicago, but I'm just saying, you from Chicago. There's a lot of snow that comes there.
Yeah.
And it'd be cold as hell outside. I'm from Michigan, but it'd be cold. And for all the money that is made in America, in the United States, it's sad that they got people out there in the cold like that living in tents.
Yeah, and they want to destroy him.
And they want to destroy him. They want to destroy him. Like where they gonna go? They just said find them another resident. Like they finna go to the hotel or something, or they finna go and find them a house.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
All
And,
right, y'all.
oh,
Go ahead.
and dealing with that, like you said, it was one woman I did a portrait of. It was Lindsay Franklin Murray, but I guess her actual name was Lindsay. And she had kind of disappeared downtown. So a couple weeks ago, they found her, I guess from DNA or something. She was just in an unmarked grave for like years. And I think she had maybe I think she was like homeless or something and just died from like natural causes. But she was in an unmarked grave for years. And they actually found her like in the cemetery. And, just ID'd her recently, but she had been there for years.
So she done died and didn't have an ID on her. Mainly probably like the people that's in the tents.
Yeah.
Outside in the snow. Don't have an ID. They got to put her somewhere. Mm-hmm. And she was in a grave?
Yeah, unmarked grave, like at the cemetery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And this was a black woman?
Yeah.
Not that it mattered, but
yeah, a black woman. So she actually wasn't missing. She was just unidentified.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did they find out what happened to her?
I think they said she died of like maybe natural causes or something. I don't think she got murdered or anything like that.
Okay.
But yeah.
Wow.
And she was like, I want to say 70 something or 60 something when she went missing.
That's sad. Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah.
We also finna get into another sad one. Damon, PGT time. I be finding some clips, baby. I don't have nobody to help me do this. I do this all on my own, looking for these clips. And I tried to bring the ones that touches my heart. Some way, somehow. Because people ask me all the time, where do you find these clips at? So this is another one, a 4-year-old that was hit and killed. Here we go.
A father in disbelief. A vehicle hit and killed his 3-year-old son in a north side parking lot.
And the prosecutor's office decided not to file charges in this case. So WRTV's Rachel Wilkerson talks to the boy's father for the first time since the prosecutor's decision.
I just miss him so much. I miss his voice. I just miss his smile.
3-year-old Jyree Matthews will forever be loved and missed by his family.
I love him so much. He was my sunshine.
Jyree was killed in July. Surveillance footage shows he was playing with his basketball in this Clearwater Village parking lot moments before a driver in a white SUV runs him over. 5 months later, the Marion County Prosecutor's Office decides not to press charges in the case.
Why? He's a 3-year-old baby to me, and I love him so dearly. And for that to happen to him and nobody's going to get charged is absolutely astonished to me. I cannot believe that they're going to just let that go like that. I don't know how I can move on. I don't know. But when I saw it, I couldn't sleep last night.
I truly believe Indianapolis did not do their job.
No one being held accountable for his death is upsetting for Jyree's aunt, Latina.
He was failed on that day.
And father, John.
I just don't believe that that's fair to me. That's fair to Jyree. That's fair to my kids, my family. My son needs justice. He had a whole life to live. He had a whole life ahead of him, a bright life. He was loved. He was going to be that star. He was going to be something. But now it's just like my son is like in vain right now. It's like case closed.
Court records show the driver told detectives she thought she hit a speed bump in the parking lot, which is why she kept driving. Investigators say she didn't have visible damage to her car and was driving under the speed limit.
He was like he was just ran over, just whatever, like a dog, and kept going. And people need to take accountability for their actions.
The family wants the prosecutor's office to take another look at the case. They want justice.
They just need to redo his case, seriously. A baby, I just don't want his name to go in vain.
Jyree would have turned 4 on January 31st. John is hoping to honor him at a Pacers game.
He was a basketball player, maybe a future Pacer player. So I'm hoping that maybe like me and the patients can come together for Jaree's 4th birthday.
In Indianapolis, Rachel Wilkerson.
We ain't on mute. We ain't on mute.
Yeah.
We just trying to gather our thoughts together. Okay. Damon, this one was hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you feel the same way I feel, but this one was kind of hard to even come up with an answer on what I think I should say or what I would have done. But you go ahead. What you got to say about this?
No, I mean, I'm just saying it should at least be like at the least like manslaughter charges. I mean, if you run over somebody, you killed them. I mean, you know, it can't I didn't see him, you know. It's still manslaughter either way. So I don't understand like how those charges got dropped.
Okay. And may I also add, you know, if you was driving, because she was in the parking lot at the end of the day. She was in the parking lot. She had pulled in the parking lot. And I'm sure it's been plenty of us, even the ones that say I do not drive and look at my phone. When you pull in a parking lot, you gonna probably feel like you safe.
Yeah.
Let me pull up that phone right quick. You know, you may feel like you safe because you ain't on the road.
Yeah.
But she still was in a parking lot. She still should have seen that baby.
Yeah.
And that's what you're thinking, right, Damon?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to, if you driving, it's up to you to know what's in front of you. You know, so yeah, that should definitely be the fault of the driver.
Exactly. I agree 100%.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. All right. Well, we're gonna get into our game. We're gonna get into our game. Now, Damon, I have like over 20 buttons that I can choose from. See? But I always hit the apply button. But I have other buttons I can push. I really can. So let's get started, y'all. I love this game. We play it with every guest that come on Saturdays. And it is called Rapper's Delight. It was birthed. I'll say that. It was birthed from me having independent artists come to the radio station when I was at the radio station. But shout out to Roku TV. Roku TV stole me away. They stole me away. So, and it was internet radio just as well, but it still stole me away. And now I am on Roku TV. So make sure y'all download the app, baby. But it's called Rapper's Delight. And what we do is I'm gonna show you, Damon, 5 different women. And they will be actresses. They are not rappers this time, but they are actresses. And I'm gonna put up on the screen. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and pull it up now. That's what you will see, baby. That's what you will see. And each time you tell me a number, it will disappear because I will delete it off. So let's get started, okay? Let's get started. Here goes the intro. All right. I'm big on intros, Damon. I'm big on intros. All right, so let's get started, baby. Let's get started. Here go the first person. All you gotta do is look at the screen. It's gonna pop up on the screen. Here she goes. All right, Regina King. Regina King. What number are you choosing for Regina King?
And realistically, I am, you know, very happily married. So
yes, she is very happily married. Don't play with us.
I'm not gonna be marrying nobody, and I'm not gonna be starting no family. But
just to go along with it.
Regina is cool, so you know we can collab.
Okay. Okay, so y'all, he is going to collab. He will be collabing with Regina King. Okay, so let's go ahead and take off. Let's collab. You know, you chose that mighty early, but that's a good thing. You know who you want to collab with. You know who you want to collab with. All right. So now it's time for the next person. Robin Givens. Robin Givens. What you gonna do?
Or I don't know. Robin is. I don't know. I would probably say never see her again, just because. Well, even her acting, she a little. She be a little crazy. I don't know.
See, Mike Tyson. See what you have done. See what you have done. Mike Tyson messed up her career completely. I mean, she been blackballed ever since. And here, Damon, I ain't doing nothing with her. I ain't doing nothing with her at all. All right, the next person, Miss Jada. Jada Pinkett, baby, Jada Pinkett.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I need to get Jada out of here too, because no. I gotta get Jada.
Jada can be a little emotional sometimes.
Yeah.
So which one is you gonna choose for Jada?
Now we gonna have to do number 5 again, because no.
Oh no, you can't use the same one.
No, I'm not marrying nobody.
You're not marrying her.
I'm not marrying nobody. I'm not starting a family with nobody. So yeah, Jada would have to get out of here.
So number 4, you wish she was your sis? You'll do that? You don't even want her to be your sis?
Mm-mm.
He don't even want to be Jada's sis. God dang, Jada. Okay, well, y'all, only because it's Damon Lamar Reed, baby. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go to the next one.
The game has to be altered.
There you go. Angela Bassett.
Yeah, I wish he was my sis, because I need some of those muscles.
The muscles.
Yeah.
The muscles. He said the muscles, y'all. He said the muscles.
She like 70 years old and still she's still rocked up. So yeah.
She is. Her son recently went on IG, and it was a TikTok challenge that they were doing.
Somebody was dead or something, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot the guy's name. I can't think of his name right now. I can't think of. But he had to come back and apologize.
Yeah.
He had to come back and apologize. And I applaud her for that. For making him do that. And some people out there can try to tell their kids to do it, and they gonna tell you to go to hell, mama. That's what they gonna say. But she literally, as a celebrity that's not there all the time with her child, out there doing different things, her job basically.
Yeah.
And she was able to enforce this to him and tell him, you better apologize.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I definitely applaud her for that. I really, really do. All right. Now we're gonna bring up. Now this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring this down, and we got 2 people left. No, we got one person left. We got one person left, and you just tell me, what would you do?
Okay.
With a person like this. Here we go. Baby Miss Jill Scott. I love Jill Scott. She coming to Atlanta, y'all. She coming to Atlanta.
I say since I rap, I collab. Singing,
you have to collab.
Have her singing on my chorus. Yeah.
Oh, you rap too?
Yep.
That would be good then. That would be good. I love, and I think plenty of people love Jill Scott. We love her. We love her. We love her. Now we got to get into some more pictures. Okay, we got to get into some more pictures, and hopefully you can let us know about these pictures. What stands out to you?
Okay.
What do you remember? What stands out to you when you see these pictures? Here we go.
Yeah, so that's actually the painting I did of Kiara Cole's. That one, which is, this one is real. I don't know if I was sentimental, but it's just real valuable to me because it's the first painting I did in this series. And
as far as the project?
Yeah. This is the first painting I did.
Wow.
Yeah, and I know, and her mom, she said she was crying when she saw it. And her dad, he was real, appreciative. He was kind of like, hey, whatever. Both of them said, whatever we can do, we want to help you, and they've been very supportive about the project.
So this is a picture that they was able to keep?
No, I have the painting because I want to and I have gave copies and things like that to families, but the more paintings I have, I'm planning on this project to grow larger and larger. So I look at it like, how would it be to have a still searching exhibit at the Museum of Contemporary Art,
Oh, dream big, dream big, dream big.
Yeah, or the still searching exhibit at the Smithsonian or something like that, So I'm thinking, large. So I want to keep the paintings. And it has been a few that I've sold, but those help to create more murals. So, yeah.
Wow. So you don't physically deliver the pictures to them. You just make them, and what you give them a copy of it as far as a
I
picture?
give them I give most of them a copy, and then some of the murals, they're like on the wall. But yeah.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about this picture. Do you know about this picture?
Yeah, this is like this is actually a self-portrait that was like the cover for an album that I did like some years ago.
So
Yeah.
you've done other stuff besides just missing Black women.
Yeah, I do a lot of paintings in general, but this was I had an album called Hear Me Now. So
you did that one yourself. Oh, look at you.
So that was the cover for it. This is one for it. This is kind of about mental health. It's for the Pillars Health Company. Here's exactly how you say it. But I actually met with a group of patients they had. And I took them, led them through like an art project. And I took the art that they created, and then I created this mural based on what they, based on their ideas. So this was a real cool project.
Now, is this put outside on a building, on the outside of a building?
Yeah, that's on the Pillars Health building in Berwyn.
Okay, now I got to ask. Was you doing graffiti back in your day?
Actually, no, that's the funny thing. A lot of people think that, but no, I'm not good with the spray can.
Okay.
I won't even say I'm not good. I don't spray paint.
What do you use?
I use a paintbrush. I use acrylic paint, and I also do a mosaic. But one thing that
mosaic feed the hunger?
What?
Mosaic. You said mosaic.
Yeah, like broken tile mosaic.
Oh, I said mosaic feed the hunger.
But one reason why I didn't do graffiti, because graffiti is it's more like of a temporary art. Like if you do a nice graffiti mural and probably like within 5 years it's gonna be faded, almost gone. When I use a paintbrush and do like an acrylic mural, it's lasting at the minimum 10 years. And like one of the earliest ones I did for myself was in like 2006, and it's still up and looking good.
Okay. All right, let's get into some more.
This is one of the images, Joanna Wright. This is an image from City Hall.
From City Hall.
Yeah, so that's like an 8x8 foot banner that I created based on the painting. And this one is going to be getting installed, in a neighborhood also.
Okay. Yeah. Now, again, do these people reach out to you, or you just go online searching for missing people?
I went First, I actually it was a Facebook group, and she gave me a lot of good information, and I kind of took those resources, and I kind of decided who I wanted to paint.
Mhm.
But people like, and this is a different Kiara Cole's picture, but
Yeah.
Joanna Wright, her case is pretty wild, and I, just to talk about that real quick, because she was actually, there were two witnesses, and it was something like 10:30 in the morning or something like that.
Mhm.
And two witnesses said they saw like three guys pull her into a car, and
Mm.
they had like the license plate and what kind of car it was. But yet, it's still, a mystery. And they were also saying, I want to say like two of her friends got murdered. Like this was all within like a year.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But she's
So, do you just do people in Chicago or?
right now, just because, it's so many missing people,
Uh-huh.
like I was saying, I kind of have to, just kind of start.
Like narrow it down to one
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah, because it's so many women. Now, this was a painting right here that I did when like all the riots were going on in the pandemic and everything.
Mhm.
Um, and it says, if you don't break the chain, then who will? And this is actually on the north side of Chicago. So, and it's you can kind of see that chain that's like being broke, that's kind of going through the boy, and it's kind of a word about, because you have the chain, but then you have, it's kind of like a silhouette on the right of a guy in a chain, but that chain is kind of like the handcuffs,
Mhm.
and you have another kind of chain which is like the guy, a noose around a guy's neck, and then
Oh, okay.
and it's kind of hard to see on here, and then next to that are some hands that are in chains that kind of like a symbol of slavery. So
Oh.
yeah, it's just that idea of like, we have to break that, that cycle,
Exactly.
break the chain. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Here go the next one.
Yeah. This is like one of my, like in my top 5, probably right here. So this is my mural in Memphis. It's called The Sound of Memphis.
Mhm.
And on the guitar, it like displays the history of Memphis, different things like, BB King and like the record label, and just different things. And then it's like an abstract cityscape in the background, and it's one of, like, it was named like one of the top Instagrammable spots in Memphis.
Wow. So, your work is just not in Chicago. You got, it's all over really.
Yeah, I have also murals in Florida, Indiana, Michigan, Texas, Arizona. Yeah, I think a few other places, but yeah.
Now there was one picture I've been looking for, and I've been having a problem trying to find it. I wish I could find it. I'm actually looking right now and still can't find it. But it was a and I'm gonna show it probably in the next clip, the last clip that we have for you. But it was a picture of a lady that was missing. And I mean, not a lady, I'm sorry. It was a baby that was missing, 18 months old.
Mhm.
I'm trying to remember this off of my dome. But
Yeah.
she was 18 months old. But you said that she was being babysit at a party.
Yeah, yeah.
So in the picture, it looked like it was a party going on.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Explain that.
Yeah, it's a portrait of Vignette Teague. Now on the picture, and I have 2 portraits, but the one you're talking about is like the FBI, enhancement photo of her at, the current age or in her 30s. But
Mhm.
what I have next to her is a you can see her like from the back. It's like the dress she had on a white dress, So it's a little girl, and I have her hair the same way, and she's kind of walking, but then the pictures kind of how I painted it. It looks kind of like she's moving, like like wind or something like that. And then in the girls, in her face, I have the party scene kind of going on. And what it was, this was like when the Robert Taylor homes was still around.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like on one of the floors,
Mm-hmm.
like they was having a big party on, whatever floor they were on. So,
Okay.
yeah, and her mother, she was, she left to go to the movies, and I think she asked her mother. To watch Vignette, and she said okay, and I think her mother actually she had took a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody called her like, hey, somebody's on the phone or something like that. So she went in for a minute, and when she came back out, like Vignette was gone. Yeah, and that's it. So yeah, she came back out, and Vignette was gone. And then when her mother and father came back from the movies, everybody's like, hey, is she with you? And
Oh my
to
God.
this day, we still don't know what happened to her.
To this
And
day, they still have no idea.
yeah, and there's been, which is the crazy thing, I want to say at least 3 times there's been like fakes that tried to convince the mother that they were the daughter. And she was just talking about how kind of like how mentally taxing that is, because
So somebody would come forward and say
yeah,
they was this little girl.
yep,
How
yep.
long ago was this that she was missing?
This was like 1983 or something like that.
Ooh,
Yeah. So
that's a
she's
long
right
time
this
ago.
this year, she's like 40 this year.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. So people, I think she was
So
saying
the
last week.
mama, she older then. She real older.
Yeah, but she's like still spry and everything. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, she was saying like last year somebody came forward, hey, I'm your daughter, and I'm this and that.
So
And
do she get DNA tests done on these people, or she just be like, this ain't her?
some she knew, and I think she did, like, I think she did say the last one she got a DNA test and it wasn't her. So yeah.
Wow. That's so sad, Damon.
Yeah.
But this goes to show you how invested you are with this. You're not just painting it and that's it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You really research these people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I definitely didn't know like how many relationships I would build, like with
Mhm.
the families and things. So just doing this is definitely like gave me more, empathy in general.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I can feel you on that. I'm not, I mean, I get along with everybody, don't get me wrong. But I have met some outstanding people that I know I would not have met doing PGT time without doing PGT time. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, God has really, really brought some amazing people to my life that I just never thought I would have even met. Be
Yeah.
honest, because I'm always doing my own thing and tending to my own business. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's get into another clip. This was a bystander that shot a carjacker. Here we go.
On WRTV tonight, we speak to a man who took matters into his own hands and shot someone who he says was trying to carjack a woman in front of her kids. IMPD says they got a call about a possible carjacking on Sunday at the Marathon Station off of West Thompson Road and South Harding Street on the south side. WRTV's Adam Shooms spoke to the man who says he fired the shots and ended up killing him, and finds out why he did it.
When she yelled that second time, that's when everything just clicked. Like something's not right about that.
Marzell Abrams says he was at the Marathon gas station off West Thompson Road on Sunday when he says he thought he saw a man trying to steal a woman's car with their children inside.
When I went over there, I just told him to move. He didn't move, but as soon as I said it, he just grabbed her more.
What Abrams says happened next is not clear.
The rest is history. Well, he was just laying out, and like, I almost panicked.
Abrams says he saw the man's gun, and at some point he fired off his gun. The next thing he remembers is the man lying on the ground. He's pronounced dead at the scene. The Marion County Coroner's Office identified the man killed as 26-year-old Devin Dugan.
I didn't even know he died. I just thought he just fell down. But when they told me that, I'm like, damn, I wish it could have happened. Like, it could have been diffused much differently. Like, not for someone to lose their life.
The Marion County Prosecutor's Office is still investigating, and that could mean charges for Abrams.
Wish everything happened differently. Wish you didn't get shot or anything. I wish everyone had a peaceful night that night.
But Abrams says he did what he felt he had to do.
I protect when people isn't wrong.
Working for you, Adam Schoombs.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, so he could possibly, allegedly, possibly be charged for this.
Honestly,
So
he probably will. He probably will. Like, I was watching a story about this guy. It was a man like beating on his daughter in a McDonald's, and not like whooping her. He was like, he like punched her in the face.
Oh my goodness.
So he witnessed this, so he turned around and he beat down the dude, and he went to jail for like 9 years.
What?
Yeah. He went to jail for 9 years.
Goodness.
Yeah. Just because he defended, but the dude put charges up against him. Now the other guy went to jail for what he did, but the guy who beat him still went to jail. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's so unfair.
Yeah.
That is so unfair.
Yeah.
Wow.
The system is definitely,
jacked up.
Yeah.
Now, say you was in the situation as this young man was in, and you saw something like this. Would you have done the same thing if you had your tool on you? I call it a tool. You had your tool on you?
Yeah, because I mean, he wasn't even, that wasn't his intentions going up.
Exactly.
He was actually trying to, like, hey, he was going up kind of protecting himself, like, all right, man, you need to, get away. And, he said the other dude, and that may be why he may not get charged, because he said the other guy pulled his out too.
Exactly. I just showed the clips last night because we do a show on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And on Wednesday is me and my co-host Jason, where we interview families that come on live, just like you, and they tell their loved one's story, how they was murdered, either through gun violence, domestic violence, or even the prison system. And I've had a family on for every last one of these. I've had a family on there for. And it's sad. It's sad seeing them come on here. It's really sad. But on Fridays is me and my husband, and we do crime along with love and relationships just as well. Okay. And the story that I just showed was the gentleman that walked into the restaurant, looked like it was a Chinese restaurant, or one of them little corner store restaurants that sell everything that you could think of: barbecue ribs, hot wings, French fries. They may even have some greens on the side. Who knows? But he walked in there and he robbed everybody. Told everybody he had a fake gun, but they didn't know it at the time.
Yeah.
But he came in there, told everybody to empty their pockets, throw their money on the floor. He picked it all up. And by the time he turned around and leave to go out, it was still one more family that he had to collect his money from. He didn't get no money from that family just yet because they bought it out. So he got ready. I would assume he was getting ready to get the money from them. And the guy that he had just got the money from had a pistol, had a tool, and pulled it out and shot him. But he shot him a total of, if I'm not mistaken, 8 times.
Yeah.
So that's the big thing. Why did you have to shoot him so many times?
8 times. He gonna get charged for that. I mean, it's kind of like, like women.
They can't find him right now. He was a white man. They can't find him, but
Yeah, it's kind of like women get raped and go back and kill, the person that raped them, and then go to
Yes,
jail for that. It's like, should you be going to jail for that? I mean,
exactly.
you
I
know,
didn't look at it like that, Damon. I ain't look at it like that at all. But you're right. It's just like that. No
yeah.
matter how angry you are about it, you still is supposed to let the
I
government,
mean,
not the government, but the police department handle it.
yeah, but
It goes both ways. I understand.
yeah,
I
yeah,
understand.
but legally, yeah, you still, kind of like you said, okay, if the dude shot him one time, you probably be okay, maybe 2, 3, but okay, you shot him 8 times, so that was like overkill type of thing.
Exactly. Well, I want to show this last picture. We are coming down to the end of the show. It fly by so quickly. Dang, it fly by so quick. I didn't even get a chance to play all the clips. I did
Yeah.
not get a chance to play all the clips. But I want to make sure that I show this this picture, and I also want to show your last video just as well. But
Okay.
this is the picture that I saw of Kiera Coles that I actually showed on my show.
Yeah, that's the mural, and that's the first mural. She was the first painting we did, and also the first mural. So, and that one is
Awesome.
it's on 79th and Prairie, which is like 2 blocks from where she was last seen, or where her apartment was, I would say.
Wow. Now, do you stay around these peoples, or did you know these folks?
No,
Being
I
that
didn't.
you from Chicago?
No, I didn't know any of them before. I mean, I met, I would say 80% of the families that I met was like on Facebook from me. Like I would, if I found out a woman that I wanted to paint, then I would kind of go in Facebook and do a search and see if anybody made like a post about them missing, and see if they were like related or if they knew, their people. Or like with Kiera, when I did the painting, I just posted it. I said, "Hey, if you know her family," and then people immediately tagged, her mother and father.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you have to, or do you? I'm gonna say, do you? Not do you have to, because you ain't got to do shit. But do you make sure that you contact this family before you even do the mural or the
No,
picture, the portrait?
no, some portraits I just do them, and then, I kind of tag the family or try to find them. I mean, it's probably about half the portraits that I've done, I can't even find the family. Which that still kind of baffles me, because say if it's like a 17-year-old, girl that's missing, what I would think, if I went on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram and searched their name, I would think I would find somebody who made a post that's related about them.
So the people that you have did the picture, the portrait, or the mural of, and you haven't talked to their family, you do know their name.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know who the girls are, but I can't find their families.
Their families.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
At the end of the show, I always tell my guests that when I hit end broadcast, to stay on with me for a couple minutes so I can say some things. But that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about that when we end the broadcast, because some just clicked in my brain. Okay. And then we're gonna see about it. Okay. Hey, Christy, girl, what's going on, girl? All right. Now, we showed that last picture. There is your video. We got one more Damon video, and here we go.
He's been beautifying neighborhoods with painted murals throughout his career, but some may say his latest project is the most beautiful of all, bringing the cases of Chicagoland's missing women to the forefront with a swipe of a paintbrush. Damon Lamar Reed, he's one of Chicago's very own.
We're painting 10 missing women for this project.
Chicago artist Damon Lamar Reed says he believes every work of art should catch the eye, but also serve a purpose.
I believe that, through art, which is the gift that I have, I can kind of like do my part to change the world.
That's why Reed's latest project, titled Still Searching, is an effort to bring attention and a face to some of Chicago's missing persons cases.
I really want to make it look like who it is while also, being creative with it.
He says he got the idea last year while listening to a true crime podcast about numerous missing women and teens in and around the Chicagoland area.
I stumbled on the fact that it could possibly be a serial killer in Chicago, rumors of like sex trafficking.
Last May, he started with the high-profile case of Kiara Coles, the pregnant postal worker who went missing in October 2018 as she was leaving her home in Chicago's Chatham neighborhood.
I did the portrait of Kiara Coles. I posted it. I also asked anyone like, hey, if you know family, please tag them in it. Her mother, her father, other relatives got tagged. They really loved what I was doing.
The mural, located at 79th and Prairie, is complete with a contact number for police. But Reed says some of the lesser-known cases he's working on lack basic information.
Just kind of verifying that they're missing, in which you would think, okay, we got a 17-year-old girl missing. I can't even find like a Facebook post.
Reed has researched each case and hopes that somebody will call or repost on social media. But in the meantime,
I think it's a way to even honor the women why they're missing right now.
This is not the first time Reed has helped others through art. For more than 20 years, he's been partnering with the Chicago Public Arts Group, a nonprofit organization that strives to better the community through works of art. Last month, he joined several clients from the Pillars Community Health Center in Berwyn as they unveiled a collage of work created in an effort to promote healing.
It helped me step out of my comfort zone. We all put the work together and he showed us about healing.
Reed is responsible for more than 170 completed works of murals throughout the city of Chicago. But this project may be his most meaningful.
You can do things for self all day and it never fulfills you. But when I can, put a smile or make Kiara Cole's mother bring tears to her eyes because the portrait is beautiful, that's an even better feeling.
Damon Lamar Reed, he's one of Chicago's
very own, baby. One of Chicago's very own. Boy, I wish you was from where I come from. I wish you was from where I come from. But you know what? It don't even matter because you still one of me. You know what I'm saying? We are still Black folks out here trying to make it, trying to live, hope and pray each and every day. And especially you as a Black man, that you don't get caught up in this mess that's going on out here with Black men and the polices and all that crap. You know what I'm saying? So I applaud you. I applaud you. I applaud you. I really, really do. I really do.
I do want to say real quick, also Still Searching is the core of it is about protecting Black women and women in general. So like last month we actually had a self-defense class. We had a 5th degree Black belt. He came in and like he taught the women, and we also gave out, I can't remember what they called, but they had, it's like it goes on your key ring and it has an alarm on it and a flashlight, just kind of promoting that safety. Like, if you think somebody's, following you or something, you can like hit that alarm. So it's really about, protecting, women, like, so you don't get, so you don't go missing also.
Exactly. Chrissy said, that's amazing. I love what he's doing. Way to use your talent. Baby, you better say, I love what you're doing. Way to use your talent. If y'all don't sit here and say God is pleased with this man, some people have talents and they misuse their talents. You have a talent and God is all in it.
Yeah.
He's all in it. You see what I'm saying? And I know you know this.
Yeah.
Just as well. I mean, I applaud you. You have definitely inspired me. You have definitely inspired me today. There was something that was mentioned today that I did not know about you. So you definitely inspired me today. And I thank you so much. We are down to our last 5 minutes of the show. There is another video that we're gonna play before we end, and our last commercial, and then you guys will be able to hear my babies. Y'all already know how it goes. But before we go, I'm gonna be like Jason today. I'm gonna be like Jason. They come on Wednesdays. I'm gonna be like him. It ain't about me today. It ain't about me. So I ain't even finna drop nothing about Peach Tea Time. Okay, maybe that was a drop right there. Maybe that was one of them. But it's all about Damon Lamar Reed today. Okay, that's who it's about. Oh, hold on. Chrissy said, please ask him how much does he charge for a mural. Now that's something that we did ask him towards the beginning of the show, and he said that he do not charge for these. This is something that he does, but he
Well, I
also
charge for
tries to
murals
stick
in
with
general.
Chicago. But go ahead.
I charge for my regular murals. I don't charge for the still searching murals.
The still searching mural. What's the
Yeah,
difference?
so I don't
Tell
charge for
everybody
the portraits of missing women. I don't charge for those murals, but my regular art murals, like just inspirational murals, yeah, I charge for those. It varies. I would probably say
This is an estimate. Hold on. This is an estimate.
Yeah, it's an estimate.
Don't come on here talking about something with Miss Peachy, the Mrs. He said on your show. No, it's an estimate. It's an estimate. Okay, go ahead.
It all varies, but it could be around $40 a square foot plus, design and materials. So, yeah. But you can, you can hit me up. I'm on all social media at Damon Lamar Reed. So DamonLamarReed. And you can go to DamonLamarReed.com or StillSearchingProject.com. Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's say this, because I'm for my peoples. I gotta ask these questions before we go, Damon. I'm sorry. These are questions that they probably want to know, and they just can't put it in the chat just yet. I don't know. So, for a picture like this to go on a wall, but let's just say they may not be missing. They may be deceased. So, missing or deceased, and they want something put up like this on a wall, on somebody's business, what are the steps? They have to make sure they have to talk to the business people, or you got to talk to them first?
I mean, if they have it, where they want to put it, they can contact me. And then, I mean, of course, you need clearance by the owner. Like even this mural is on the side of a daycare, and they gave me clearance. But I mean, normally people have walls, and they'll call me and say, "Hey, we want to get, some art put, here." Is how it kind of normally happens with my regular, mural work.
Okay. Yeah. And how long does it take, possibly, to actually the whole process?
I would probably say 2 to 3 months, just because I'm, like right now I'm working on like 8 mural projects.
Okay, so about 2 to 3 months. So of course, with 2 to 3 months, that you're not, because you're not just gonna do stuff just in Chicago. So you'll do it everywhere else, which you have been. So this is you. If it's somebody out of town, you're traveling back and forth to do it.
Well, I have a process that I can paint on this material, and then I can just adhere it to the wall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I can do it in my studio and then come down and install it.
Okay. Okay, that makes a lot of sense just as well. Okay. Now, for something like this, give us an estimate. It's an estimate, y'all. Put on the building. It's an estimate on how much it could be.
That one probably between $4,000 and $5,000. It sounds like, yeah.
Okay. And then you said you do canvases. Is this a canvas?
That's not a canvas. That's like on a banner, but I do like portraits on canvases.
And how much would that be?
Like behind the painting behind me, that's on a canvas. If you can see it. that's a painting behind me that's on the canvas.
Okay. And what
Yeah.
that represent?
It's called Heavy. It's like it's a guy. He's kind of like has the weight of all his stress and problems. He's carrying it all. It's like a big boulder. But then if you can see those little hands, not little hands, but you can see like the hands right there. So
Oh yeah.
he's holding it up himself. So he's not actually allowing God to, take it. So,
Wow.
it's called Heavy. He's holding all that stress himself.
So the hand represents God?
Yep. Yep. It's a hand on each side. So
It sure is.
hands. Yep.
It's like God helping them.
Yeah. So it's kind of like how we try to, we try to hold ourselves and solve all our own problems. But really all he got to do is let go. And
And God's still gonna have all them problems for you. And then he might even take them away. Shout out to God. Shout out to God. Only God can make stuff like that happen. Only God can make stuff like. Look, Chrissy said, "Wow, that's deep." That's deep. She said, "Amen, amen." Amen. Yeah, that is awesome. Well, we have came to the end of our show. Damon, I thank you so much. You have brought so much joy to my heart today. You really, really, really have. You probably never know how much. But I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I cannot wait to have your wife on here just as well because she does big things just as well. So she will be on here when she find the time to come on. We're gonna interview her next. But Damon, I'm gonna let you end the show. And when you end the show, and I do this with everybody. When you end the show, I just want you to let everyone know the true joy that you get out of doing what you do. Okay?
Yeah.
But before you go, just remember that. But before you go, I want to tell you I thank you again.
Thanks
And
for
I
having me.
mean that from the bottom of my heart. You have really, really inspired me today to continue to keep on my journey. Everybody got to have their own lane, their own path. And like he said, that niche. And when you find it, you continue on and be consistent with it. Be consistent with it. So I thank you. I really, really do thank you. I hope and pray I can have you back again one day in the future because I know you're going to be doing even bigger things. You're already doing big things. But I just know you're going to be doing even bigger things with the talent that you have, being that you're using it the right way right now. Because, baby, you could be out there doing graffiti.
Yeah.
Police chasing after you, talking about get away. Don't be throwing that on these trains. So I really, really, really thank you. So I'm finna go ahead and look at that's tight. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna let you end the show. Again, you guys, we have a music video by Les Riley. So I really hope you guys stick around for that. And then our, of course, Friday commercial. And then you guys gotta listen to my babies, okay? And then Damon, if you could please stay on till I end the broadcast so I can talk to you about one thing. It won't be long at all. I don't want to hold you up. So I'm finna go, y'all. I love y'all. I thank y'all so much. Please, 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 please. I cannot stress it enough. Please make sure y'all tune in. Okay? Make sure y'all tune in on Monday. On Monday, we will have the young lady that was stabbed by her friend a total of 6 times. 6 times. And when y'all find out why this happened, it's gonna blow y'all mind. If y'all already don't know, because this story has gone viral. It has gone viral, and I was able to contact this young lady. She's willing to come on the show. She said, I would love to come on the show. She did make it, thank God. We got pictures to show y'all. I don't know. They might. Hopefully, they don't take my show down. But it's stuff that I got to show y'all. Okay, I got to show y'all because this is just friends. And to the end of 2022 to now 2023, friends just been a little careless. They've been look careless and mean and rude and ugly and killers. And killers. So watch the company that you keep around y'all. This young lady, she's going to come on and tell us a mouthful on everything that occurred. She's absolutely beautiful. Even though she's been stabbed, she's still absolutely beautiful. So y'all, please come on and support her. Watch the show. Maybe y'all can learn something just as well. And I did say it was not about PGT time. It's about Damon. But I'm sure Damon, I want to hear that too. He wanted to hear that because he going to tune in on Monday. So he got there and be nosy too. See what the hell went on. Deja, if you're watching, we're not being nosy. We're bringing awareness to our Black community. That's what we do. And the girl has been arrested, man. I'm going to add that too. She's been arrested. So, Damon, we're going to let you have this at the end of this. It's Dayon time, y'all. It's his time to shine. And he's going to let y'all know how he really feels about what he's doing and how it makes him feel. Here we go. Bye.
No, the ultimate joy is the joy of being able to help somebody else. You know, no matter how much money I get, no matter any kind of material things I've gotten, I never had the joy of when I can put the smile on somebody else's face. So that's it.
All right, we out of here, y'all. Damon, thank you so much once again. You couldn't have put that in a better way. You really couldn't, because it's genuine. It's straight from the heart. That's how you feel. I just want to put a smile on these people's faces. So, Damon, PGT time, love you, baby. We love you. You come back on here anytime you want to. Anytime you want to. Now, here we go, y'all. This is Les Riley. I really hope you guys enjoy. Matter of fact, we done played Les Riley a lot. Let's go into James Anthony. We'll play Les Riley another day. But here goes James Anthony. Come over.
Won't you come over? Said I'm pulled up and I'm faded, waiting for you to text me back, yeah. About the shower, getting ready. You say you on your way, girl, where you at? You just touched down, quarter after 2. You on your way, I'm calling you. So come lay down in this bed, I wanna see you, yeah. Won't you come over? Can you stop by, see me? Baby, come over. Won't you come over? Can you stop by, see me? Won't you come over? Baby, come over. I heard 2 knocks at the door. You opened up real slow. She started walking in, yeah. She had my favorite heels on. Sit down on the couch, take your heels off. Let me rub your body before I tear it off. Baby, I'm your man, ready to flex. Girl, flex. Time to have sex. Come over, stop by, see me. Baby, come over. Won't you come over? Can you stop by, see me? Won't you come over? Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus, yeah. Celebrities, Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PGT time. PGT time. Tune in on PGT time. PGT time. Come join us on PGT time. PGT time. Join us on PGT time. PGT time. Yeah.
PG time.